Welcome to Up to the Minute. I'm Todd Duplantis. Good to have you with us on this Thursday morning. Seems like a short week, I guess, because we had Monday off for MLK Day. Good to have you with us on the show. We got your HCC news and information for the next half hour. 3 special guests from Houston Community College coming your way. All that and more. And hey, if you didn't notice, it's cold outside. We're back in winter version 4.0 right now, and they say it's going to be cold for quite some time. Dr. Tony Reyes Sutherland joining me now. Tony, I know you've already been outside.
How can you say it's new?
Yeah, right.
You've noticed, you know. You must be dead if you did not notice.
Yeah. So it's pretty brisky outside. They say it's going to get colder today throughout the day. We could get maybe some ice, nothing to accumulate on the ground, so you don't have to worry about that. But we could get some ice later in the day. I was going to go running this morning, but I thought, no, that's not going to happen. No, the wind was just crazy. It took the dogs out. They looked at me like I was nuts outside because it's too darn cold for them. So, just stay warm and stay inside today.
It is cold.
Yes. All right. Hey, if you didn't notice, folks, we are, of course, live on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate you joining us there. But you can also catch our show on HCCTV at noon, at 5 p.m., and again at 10 p.m. every day when we're in session. And you can always catch us live here and in social media, Tony.
You can find us at Houston Community College District. Don't just go to HCC because there's a whole bunch of them, but go to Houston Community College District and you'll find us on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. And you can
That's right. Yes. So make sure you find us, follow us, share us, like us. You know the routine. Okay, we're going to get into the show. Tony, you're going to be interviewing these next guests. We've got Alex Chapman, the Fashion Design Program Coordinator with the Consumer Arts Sciences Center of Excellence, and also Happiness Akinola, who is an HCC design student. Welcome to the show, both of you. Well, I think we got your mics muted, but we'll get you unmuted there. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you, Todd. Thank you for having me this morning.
Good morning, Todd. Good morning, Tony. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Yeah, good to have you with us. We're looking forward to hearing from you shortly, so stick around. It's going to be about 10 minutes. Grab some coffee. We'll be with you very shortly. Okay, we've been talking with the presidents of all our colleges throughout the last week, and today is no exception. We got Dr. Zachary Hodges joining us. He's the president of HCC's Northwest College. Dr. Hodges, good morning to you.
Morning, Todd. Good to be here.
Good to have you with us. I know it's hard to believe it's already spring 2022 semester. Students, of course, we were expecting them to return to campus, but things have been delayed a bit because of the COVID pandemic that we're seem to be back in once again. What are things looking like at the HCC's Northwest College with hopefully welcoming those students back on campus in full force, maybe in February? How are things looking out there?
Well, it looks great. I had the opportunity to go walk the campuses Tuesday and Wednesday, and we have a lot of classes that are back, mainly right. Our academic courses, lecture courses that are online for a couple of weeks. I think through the 31st, they come back. But you can feel the energy and the enthusiasm. You know, I was patting students on the back. You know, I think... what can I say? We're all emerging from our caves in our own tentative way, but everybody is glad to be back. You know, they're just so happy to be back, you know, in the mainstream of their lives, you know, so taking action. So it's exciting. It's an exciting time, and I want to welcome all of our students throughout HCC back to the campus. Let us know what you need. We're here to serve you.
And that's a good point, because even though we may have a lot of classes online, student support services are fully available at HCC and especially the Northwest College as well, because I know you have staff working online and in person to make sure the students are registered, make sure a second start if they're looking to join into that, or maybe get through the financial aid process.
Well, it's even better now. before the pandemic, what we did is, you had to come to campus to get your services. Now you can do that virtually pretty much anytime up until 8 o'clock at night. So you don't have to leave your home. So it's an added service. That's a lesson that we've learned, is that let's serve students when they need it in a way that's accessible to them and to their convenience.
I wanted to ask you about some new developments. Of course, everyone's looking forward to this Katy campus, the new one that's going to be opening up. Maybe you can give us an update, and what can we expect out there?
Well, we had the opportunity to walk all the deans through the new campus last week, and we're hosting the faculty senate maybe today. I have something else going on, but maybe I'll catch up with them later. But the facility, we're walking through it. Supposed to be finished in March, furniture move in May. We're going to host the mini term there, which is a smaller enrollment starting the second week in May. And then we'll be full scale, full bore, ready to go for summer school for our students. We're located at 99 in Colonial Parkway and Interstate 10, about a tenth of a mile north of Interstate 10 at Grand Parkway and Colonial Parkway. We are so excited about the facility. It's an opportunity for students to really get their entire four-year degree right there at that location, and with our partner, our great partner, the University of Houston. We're right across the street. So it's all good, a little different concept of higher ed for people, but you can get your degree, start in Katy, finish in Katy.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people asking me about that, start in Katy, finish in Katy, and that's a campaign you're running now. But the big thing about this, you mentioned U of H and the partnership you have. You have a number of programs that people can the students can start at HCC, finish at U of H, and save thousands of dollars in money over the course of their college career. Maybe you can talk about some of those programs that are going to be ready to go for our students when you get open.
Well, what I'm excited about is that we really can help a student graduate in any major through our partner with U of H Victoria. So we can do an education degree. If a student got a dual credit at Katy, one of the Katy schools, went into Houston Community College, and then went to U of HV for teaching, we can get them through in 3 years.
That's
or
amazing.
even less. It's amazing. Maybe $20,000 total degree. We have an engineering academy with U of H Cullen College of Engineering. They're going to offer 3 unique engineering programs out there. We have a partnership with the nursing program through U of H School of Nursing. We are putting together, a high impact campus for far west Houston, Harris County. And it had to really be a partnership. U of H is not doing freshman and sophomore level courses. We're doing it. Right. That's a good program for them. So we're going to feed them students, and then our students are going to graduate and move on down the road. Save that money for a master's degree or professional school.
And when you think about it, 10 years ago, you had a situation where if students wanted to go to U of H or go to a four-year college or go to HCC, there was a long drive involved. And I-10, the Katy Freeway, can be pretty brutal for rush hour traffic. But this saves them, not only the money in tuition, but you got to also look at the commute as well, because you're saving a lot of money there and wear and tear, and parents having to get the kids an extra car to take to go to classes. You got to look at all those things in savings too. Yeah,
2 or 3 hours a day on the road, car breakdown. It's all about convenience these days.
Partnerships, very important for HCC, and having this partnership with U of H, I imagine in your career, partnerships have been very essential with keeping HCC's Northwest College a premier college.
Well, it's crazy to try to do this by yourself when there's so many nonprofits, community agencies, economic development agencies that can help us produce that 21st century workforce. Excuse me, for Texas. Sure. We've always done a good job of inviting everyone to the party to make, to prepare this workforce. So, excuse me. So we're excited about the level of notoriety that we have. People accept Houston Community College as their pathway for a community college, and it's all good. This project has been a joy, and we're so excited about the opportunity to serve the far west Harris County population.
Dr. Zachary Hodges, the president of HCC's Northwest College, we appreciate you joining us this morning. We wish you the best of luck in the next semester, and we're looking forward. I know you can't wait to get that Katy campus open.
Absolutely. Always good, Todd. Always good to be here.
All right, Dr. Hodges, have a good day, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, we're going to turn things over to Dr. Tony. You've got an exciting subject to talk about with some folks from our fashion design program. I'm going to turn things over with you, Tony, and your special guests.
Thank you. They are very special. We have Alex Chapman, who is the Fashion Design Program Coordinator of HCC, and Happiness Akinola, who is one of our HCC design students. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Tony.
Thank you, Tony. Good morning.
Great. So good to see you. Now, we're going to talk about African textiles. And I thought that was a wonderful subject. I went and looked it up and went, wow, beautiful colors. I love it. So, guys, tell us a little bit about this African textiles that you're working with.
Okay, so I think I can take care of this part of the segment. First of all, there's many types of African textiles out there in the world, hundreds, if not thousands. And just to name a few, Tony, I mean, and we're going to go to the one that's the most ubiquitous. But I just want to give examples of so many different kinds. It's like the Kente from the Ashanti tribe from Ghana, the Kuba velvets from the Democratic Republic of the Congo, Ndub, African indigo dyes from Cameroon, Kanga from Tanzania, Seweshwe from South Africa. But again, we're talking about now the most ubiquitous, the most recognizable African textile in the world is Ankara.
And, Ankara is the capital of Turkey, but it has absolutely nothing to do.
Right. That is correct. Yes.
Look it up. Well, what does that have to do? I don't. But okay.
No, I don't think there's any connection because
it has nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with it. I don't think there's any connection.
So very misleading. But anyways, tell me about there's a certain kind of, I guess it's a liquid wax. Tell us a little bit about how that, how does that work? Yes,
you want the process. Okay, yeah. So I'm going to kind of put it as plain as possible. No technical terminology. The thing about the process for Ankara is called resist dye technique, which is the wax is applied to the fabric, and it's usually the design. And anything that doesn't have the wax on it and it's not protected will absorb the dye. Now, just one more thing, because a lot of people sometimes confuse Ankara with batik. However, okay, there's a huge difference. Number one, okay, is batik takes way much more time to create, more time consuming, as well as it's very costly. And the difference between Ankara and batik is printed on both sides, all right? So therefore, you print it on one side and then you turn it around and then you do the exact same thing on the other side, meaning that batik can be used both front and back. However, Ankara is not. It's just dyed on one side.
Wow. Well, now, is there a particular kind of fiber or something that you use for this? What is, tell me a little bit about that.
Happiness, you want to chime in? Because I can also talk about that too.
That's cotton. It's just cotton fiber.
I'll get to both of you.
Okay. I agree with Happiness. The majority of Ankara that is printed is on cotton. Reason being is one, it's very plentiful. And also cotton, if it's a bleached cotton, it takes to dye very well. And remember, this product is for people who live in warm climates. So one, it's breathable, and two, it's washable. And a lot of people, and of course, Happiness can attest to this. When you buy Ankara, okay, here we're used to buying fabrics from a bolt and then it's cut by the yard. However, Ankara is actually sold by possibly between 5 to 7 yard packages. It's heavily starched and Scotch guard. But once it becomes washed, it becomes very, very soft and very, very wearable.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, is it okay to wash it? I mean, since you use this.
It's very okay to wash it. You can use Ankara for as many times as possible. Wash it. It doesn't go fade. Yeah. It's okay to wash. That's wonderful. Yeah.
And this is a good place to wear it because it gets, well, right now it's cold, but generally it's very, very hot. So that would be perfect to wear.
It's perfect.
So you told us about the dyeing process, but tell us a little bit now, have African textiles gone mainstream or what?
It's slowly getting there. African textiles are already here. People wear them. But when we talk about in mainstream fashion, we think about these big chain stores, you know, things that you find in fashion magazines, chain stores like the Gap, you know, H&M, they use them in moderation. You're not going to see a whole full look using Ankara. So I believe it is in mainstream, but in moderation. So I believe young designers like Happiness, she incorporates Ankara in most of her designs, and you'll see a lot of it in a few seconds. But it is here and it's not going anywhere. However, it's only done in, I guess, in small doses. And a lot of it is in trends as well, you know, because there's so many different types of African textiles. You can pull references from all the different types of, again, textiles and all the different countries, but only used in moderation for the moment.
Well, I think that it's absolutely beautiful. I'd love to see more, more of it. Happiness, tell us a little bit about yourself. How did you get involved in fashion? What made you want to do that?
Okay. Already you know my name. My name is Happiness Akinola. I'm a Nigerian American from Edo State, Benin City, southern part of Nigeria. I don't really have that the bug bite to pursue the fashion design as a career, but something led to something. I will tell you a little bit of a story. I remember when I was in my teen year, it's like a tradition in Nigeria when you're having a festive season. It could be Christmas period or New Year celebration or Easter celebration. Your parents will always buy you this beautiful outfit for that event. So I remember my dad taking me to a fashion designer in Nigeria. So on getting there, he presented us a magazine to pick a style from. That's how they do. They give you the magazine, pick a style like an inspiration. But what they do is that whatever style you pick is what they make for you. So I picked this particular style, hoping to see the outcome. And by the time we went back to the designer to pick my dress, it was a total disaster. I cried. I know all my friends are having best of their outfit because I saw what they already had, their parents. But mine, I just wanted my outfit to be made, like made for me, custom made for me. So when I got the outfit, I cried my eyes out. Oh. I wish I could just take over his machine to fix it.
Let me design it. Let me have my hands in it.
I could not do that. It was a total disappointment. I was so sad. That event, that festive period was a sad moment for me. So I think years gone by, I met a sister. She's from my church then. She does sew. So when I go visit her, she'll tell me, "Oh, Happiness." So I go visit and I leave. And then one day I went to her. She's like, "Happiness, why don't you want to try to learn how to sew?" I never had it wasn't one of the things I've ever thought about before. So I said, so I got home, I thought about it, and then I just wrote my exam, waiting for the result to go into college. So while waiting, I'm like, okay, I could try it out. So then I always go to a shop, and then she taught me the basic on how to like the basic sewing, not like what we learned from HCC. So I went there for a couple of 2-3 months while she got married. She moved, and that was it. I started practicing on my own, learning how to sew, making my outfit. I even got married by what I wore because somebody saw me. "Oh my God, you look beautiful. Who made it?" I said, "I did." He's like, "Oh my, you were so talented. I think I have a brother who is gonna like you." That's how I met my husband.
Well, I saw some pictures of African wedding dresses, and they're beautiful. Oh, that did you make your own? Did you make your own wedding dress?
Yes. I make wedding dresses. I make the green one. I think I sent it to Melanie. The green one, it's an engagement dress. That's like a cultural, the way we dress in Nigeria. That's from the western part in Nigeria, the Yoruba tribe. That's what they wear. They call it ashoke. In English, it's called top cloth, like a woven cloth. So I made that outfit for her. I do alterations, bridal alterations, and that's who I am.
She makes everything. I think she's a little bit shy. She makes everything, and
it's beautiful. We're almost out of town, but I just wanted to ask you, because something I read that it said that a lot of the designs are symbolic. Do you go by that, or does that influence you or anything?
No, really. Sometimes when I sew, sometimes the inspiration comes from the fabric itself. From the fabric, like something right here, what I made right here, it's like a couture outfit, but the main bodice is made with Ankara. So sometimes when I see the fabric, it inspires me on what to make. It's not like I'm inspired by symbolic statue or symbolic picture. No, but okay, let me show you just a little princess right here. You see that?
Beautiful.
This is Ankara. So I love using Ankara just purposely for the color, to pop it out and give it that nice cheek. You see that? Oh,
I love it.
But Tony, let me just say something. That's
ahead.
A half-size mannequin that sometimes when dressmakers, instead of creating the whole look, Happiness, the one that she showed you, and the one right behind her, they create half-size looks.
This is
the person what it'll look like
on the tabletop,
real life.
Just tiny.
I love that, because that way you don't waste all that material and say, okay, this is what it's going to look like, and then you go
practice
for it.
Practice with those first before creating the big size. Yeah.
Well, that's wonderful. Well, unfortunately, we're running out of time, but I can't wait to see the new designs that you will be making.
Tony, I've got an idea. We need to get Alex and Happiness their own show, because they could literally we need to get them on. They could do like a fashion design show for the COE. No, I'm serious. Yeah, you guys.
We could do it because Todd, we need 175 segments just to cover Ankara.
I'm all for it. So we need to talk with Suzette Brimmer about that. And see
That's perfect.
All right. So yeah,
thank you for being on this
show. We'll be watching you guys.
We'll see if I can do a show.
Thank you for including fashion design.
Thank you. Right. I can't wait to be back.
Absolutely. We'll be in touch. We're serious. No, you think we're joking. We're serious. We're going to really push
We are too. We are too.
Good job,
Thank you guys.
Thank y'all for being here.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, Tony, we got a few announcements. Big announcement coming out of the board meeting last night. HCC Board of Trustees have elected their new officers for the next year. Trustee for District 7, Dr. Cynthia Lenton Gary, was elected last night as chair of HCC's Board of Trustees. She was the first African-American female to serve in city government for the city of Missouri City and appointed to the Fort Bend ISD Board of Trustees as well. We congratulate her. Also, congratulations goes out to Monica Flores Reichert, District 1. She was elected as vice chair. And Trustee Ava Laredo, reelected for another term. Good to see her once again back on the board, but she is District 8, and she was elected last night as secretary. Congratulations to all the new Board of Trustees officers in their elections. I know they'll be certainly taking the mantle for HCC for the next year. Okay, one thing we want to say, a little bit of bittersweet news. You know Melba Martin, she's going to be retiring.
Yes, she is an HCC librarian. She's been with us for 32 years. 32 years. I can't even imagine that. And she has served as a public service librarian, as an advisor to the award-winning Rotaract Club, and a faculty senator. And she's on the board of A-Leaf YMCA. I mean, she's all over the place, but she's been with us for such a long time. And we just appreciate all her service, and we want to celebrate her retirement.
Yep. So there is a special celebration 1 to 3 p.m. Monday, January the 30th. We'll have a link in our social media post after the show, and maybe we can get her on the show once again. She's been on the show a few times. Always wonderful to speak with Melba, and we wish her the best of luck in retirement. I'm sure she's going to enjoy it. For certainly deserving. Okay, Stafford Solo Exhibition, an exhibition featuring the work of HCC faculty member Esther Delaki Baduo, will open in the Stafford Gallery this month, Monday, January 30th through April the 9th. It'll be running at the Stafford Art Gallery at HCC Southwest. If you haven't been to that art gallery, it's in a wonderful building, so make sure you check it out. We'll have some information on a social media post. And congratulations goes out to Dr. Desmond Lewis, Tony.
Yes, he is named the official Associate Vice Chancellor of College Readiness. He was interim, but now he's official. He's a native Houstonian with more than 2 decades of higher education, instructional, and administrative experience. He began his career in higher education at Texas Southern University as a coordinator and an instructor of the General University Academic Center. And he joined the HCC family back in 1999 as an adjunct, and then became full-time faculty in 2008. We really congratulate him. He is a wonderful person and wonderful to work with.
He certainly is. All right, congratulations to him. Real quickly, registration for Second Start, that's underway. Go to hccs.edu/now to register. Okay, tomorrow, Dr. Madeline Barillo, the president of HCC Southwest College, will be here as well. And it's filmed Friday later in the week, or actually tomorrow as well, Tony.
Yes, we're going to have the director of the Girlfriend Experience. It was shot in Galveston.
Yes, all that and more tomorrow, live, 10 a.m. right here and Up to the Minute. Have a great day.